welcome back to the channel. I have a fun video for you today, I think. This is not quite a bag, new swag versus bag, because I am trying to figure out, ooh, that wind is strong. I'm trying to nail down a specific disc for a slot in my bag. And being it windy today might be a perfect chance, because what I'm looking for is my straight to slightly understable fairway. Right now I have the Maverick, which for me has just always been really flippy. So I'm looking to replace this one. So I have some contenders, some I've bagged before, some are brand new. So first I have the Proton Servo. You've seen this one before. This is the one I've been bagging. This is a, I think it's 6.5, 5, -1, 2. If I don't know the numbers, I'll throw them up on the screen. Great disc, good hyzer flip disc. So we're gonna try that one out. Ones you've seen before also is the Hawkeye. Again, this is a 7.6, -1, 1 in a halo plastic. So I really like this one. But again, just trying to figure out what I want. The one I carried last year, the C-Line FD 7601. The C-Line, when they first came out with these, they were kind of beefy. So this one isn't quite a 01. This has got a little bit more bite to it, but I beat it in a little bit. So we're gonna see if that one's a contender. See what else we got here. We have one that I've had for quite a while now. I have a First Run Passion. This one has gone in and out of my bag. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with it. If I feel my form is doing good, I'll throw this because I can get some nice hyzer flips, a little bit of turn. But if my form's kind of lacking, it just turns and burns. What else we got here? Got a couple new ones that I want to try. Speaking of the Passion, we have the Z Flex Jawbreaker Passion as well, this year's Tour Series. I haven't thrown this one a ton yet. It does feel a little flippy, but we're gonna try it in some wind today. Let's see here, what else we got? We've got, oh, this is one I just won with the tournament win that I had recently. I won a Z-Line or a Z Cicada, and this is one that I haven't thrown before or played with really at all. I've thrown it maybe once or twice. So I'm excited to see how this flies. This is a 7.6 -1 1 as well. From our last video, the $30 challenge video, I got the Discmania pack, as you know, and the Fairway disc that was in there, the driver, was the Essence, and I really liked it. It flew nice. It's 8.6 -1 -2 1, and I really liked how it was flying. So I was able at my local Play It Again Sports to grab a Lux Vapor Essence, and this one was only $10. So brand new, just in their clearance bin. So we're gonna give this one a try. It's got Wonder Bread Oreo stamp on it, which is pretty sick. And then one I'm really excited about, if I'm rooting for one, is probably this or the Essence, but I'm gonna give them all a fair shake, is the Brave. This is one of the latest ones from Latitude 64. This is from their Royal line, 7.6 -1 2. So we're gonna see how flippy this is. I'm looking for something that is a little more stable than the Maverick, because that one has a tendency to turn and burn for me. But something that's gonna have just a little bit of flex and come back, or some hyzer flip and just go dead straight. I throw my Evader, but that one's got some bite to it when it finishes. So what we're gonna do is we're here in this nice big open field. We're gonna give each one a couple of tosses. We've got some strong wind right now, so we're gonna do some tailwind tosses from where we're at now. We're gonna do some headwind tosses, and we'll decide on probably 3 to take out on the course, play a couple of holes, and see which one is gonna make the bag. So with that being said, let's start tossing some discs. All right, so we're gonna start off with the Maverick, because we know and we love it. Like I said, we have a tailwind, so I'm gonna hit this thing out there, see if it flips up. We're not going max power with all these. We're just trying. Again, these are fairways, so I'm looking at the like 280 to, I don't know, 310 range with these. So let me start off with the Maverick and see how it flies. All right, wow. All right. All right, so either that was tailwind assisted, or I got a good rip on it, because that thing flipped up nicely and rode, so cool. We're gonna go with another one that we are familiar with, the Servo. I'm gonna try and kind of do the same thing, give a little bit of hyzer, flip up, and see how it flies. kind of the same. Great flip up and ride. All right, let's try a new one here. Let's go with the Z-Flex Passion. All right, nice, nice, nice. Let's go with the regular Passion. We'll go with the first run Passion next. Let's give this one a little more height. All right, that one has some good distance. So I'm finding that if I give these things enough height and proper form, they're all kind of flying the same. Let's go with the Hawkeye next. All right, so that one was definitely more stable. That one definitely pushed farther to the left, kind of how my Evader flies. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cancel out the Hawkeye. Let's try the Cicada. I really want to bag this one because I won this one in a tournament. So see how it flies. Oh, that's a good contender right there. That flew nice. All right, go with another one that we're familiar with, FD. Yep, that one's still beefy. I gave that one a good rip and never quite got up to flat. All right, so save these two for last for a reason. So I've got the Essence and the Brave. I'm gonna go with the Brave first. I'm excited. Oh no! All right, I feel like that was me. I tried to power up on it too much. That one was me. All right, try and get a good hyzer flip with this one, the Essence. Wow. All right, yep, that one flipped up. All right, let's go down there, take a look at them, and we will go ahead and flip around. We'll eliminate a few. I know for the Hawkeye and the FD, I'm gonna go ahead and cancel out now because I already know those are gonna be more stable than what I want, even with the Tailwind. They'd probably be good in the Headwind, but it's not quite what I'm looking for. So we're gonna cut those two out. We'll see how the other ones flew and where they landed, and we'll throw them back this way into a slight headwind. All right, so we've collected our discs, and the two that were the straightest were the Cicada and the Essence, with the Essence being the straightest as far as where we released it, where it landed. And those were also the furthest. The Jawbreaker, the Z-Flex Jawbreaker Passion, was on the same kind of line, but didn't go as far. But I'm not going to judge it by that. It's not really what I wanted for its max distance. The Brave, we flipped completely over, so I'm going to give that a retoss, a second chance. And then these two, the Hawkeye and the FD, were way off to the left because we know those were pretty stable. The FD never even got up to flat. So now we're throwing to a stiff headwind. I can go ahead and rule these two out because if I'm going to throw into a stiff headwind and I want something to really fight it, I'm going to throw my Evader. I want to see how these discs react with a stiff headwind. I'm going to give them plenty of hyzer, see if they just pop up and drift, and which ones come back, and all those sorts of things. So again, we'll start off with the Maverick and we'll just work our way through the lineup. And that one with the hyzer flipped all the way over. All right, kind of what I expected. Servo, see if this one will do the same thing. That one's turning as well. Oh boy. Just for reference, you toss a Hawkeye up there. This one seems to fight the headwind pretty well. So we got a little bit of drift to the right and then come back left. So that's kind of what we're looking for. So let's see if any of these can handle it. Let's go with the first run Passion. Low, but flipped up, held completely straight. Let's try the Z Flex, see if it'll do the same. Oh, it's got a little bit of drift right and no finish. Baby finish, baby finish. All right, see if this cicada can hold up. And I really liked how that thing flew. Those passions are great. Oh, that one flipped all the way over. That one flipped over really hard. Wow. All right, let's try the Brave into a headwind. Yep, that one flipped over too. Wow, that one almost went to a roller angle. So I'm thinking none of these are gonna be able to handle a headwind very well. Try the Essence. 8.6, -2.1. Ooh, oh wow. Oh, that one did exactly what I wanted. It flipped up, just a tad bit of a turn, and then came back. I like that. That puts the Essence in the lead. We throw the FD for fun. This should hold up into a headwind. Huh. Into a headwind, still didn't flip up. Let's go grab those and all the ones that turned over, and we will pick a couple to take with us onto the course. All right, so we have tossed on the field. Now we're gonna hit the course. We are at Veterans Park in Warren, and we've played here before. You've seen it on camera before, but we're gonna go ahead. The three that I felt most of what, or kind of what I'm looking for, was first off, the servo. Tailwind, flipped up nicely, rode straight, fade, had a little bit of a fade, but not too crazy. Into a headwind, it flipped up straight, had a little bit of a drift, and then came back. And then we've got the Z Flex Passion. Again, had some nice flip up, just a touch of glide to the right and came back. And then surprisingly, the most stable I feel like, even though it was a -2.1, into the headwind was the Essence. So that's score one for Oreo. So we're gonna play probably 3 holes here at the park, and we're gonna pick the ones that I feel most example what I would use the disc for. First hole is 250 feet. It's straight down, so there's a straight line, and then there's a hyzer line where you can spike it into the, right by the basket, the hillside. You just have to get around that big tree. So we're gonna go in that same order. We're gonna toss these up there, see how they fly. So we're gonna try and go around the tree. All right, that left us with an edge of circle putt. Let's try, we'll keep them all the same shot. So we'll do the same shot with the Passion. All right, that one straightened out quite a bit. Okay, those are probably 5 feet from each other. Let's give the Essence a little bit more hyzer, see if we can get more of a spike. Oh, well, yanked that one over, and that one's over by T-pad 3. So I'm not gonna blame the disc for that one, but we'll go see where the other two landed. Okay, so our servo actually landed edge of circle, and then our Passion is right over there. So point goes to, not that we're keeping score, but point goes to the servo for a better spot. I think the Passion had just a little bit more flip up. I'm not sure if you could see it, but it definitely had more flip up than the servo did. And the Essence went way over there because I blinked it over. All right, let's see if we can put this in. Ooh, got it too. See if I can get the Passion as well. All right, see if I can putt with the Passion. Ah, those might be my new putters. Those were nice. All right, so we're gonna hop over to hole number 3, 313 feet. The reason I like this one, because it's the exact type of shot I want this disc for. It's straight down, it's a tunnel shot, but you want either a hyzer flip up or you want just a little bit of drift right and then come back left, which is going to be perfect for these discs. So since we're going to start off with the Essence because we shanked it so bad last time. We don't have to go full power. We just want just a hyzer flip up, ride a little baby turns fine, and then come back by the basket. That's what we want. Well, we got the flip up, but I was anticipating a little bit more wind, and it actually held hyzer quite a while. So let's go with the Passion next. Oh, that one's right at the basket. Servo. Oh, gave that one more height. That was on a great line. Don't hit anything. Oh! Ah, we got a tree right there at the end. But that had a great flight, nice flip up. Woo, that one, that may be it. It might be right back to the servo. All right, so this is where our Passion landed. Again, it was a little low, but we're about 40, 45 feet out. But I don't blame the disc for that. See if we can put it in. Oh no! I'm putting well with that thing. And the servo was literally right next to it. But this one hit a tree. I think without the tree, this one would have gone all the way up there. All right, into a headwind, which is never fun. All right. And then our Essence is over there because it never really flipped up, which is interesting. So we're gonna grab those and move on to our last hole. We hopped over to hole number 5. And so far we're learning that it's all on wind and angle of release. I've turned over the Essence so far into a headwind, but I also held it pretty hard over onto a hyzer. It didn't slip up on that last hole. But this one is 306 feet. It's completely wide open. We have a crosswind now going right to left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the Passion. I'm going to flip it up and let it hyzer in, and we're going to see how close we can get to the basket. So we're going to do the Passion, and then the Essence, and then the servo. And then we'll go to the basket, see where they landed, and get our final thoughts.
Very pretty.
Wow, that was right at the basket. Woo! Like I maintained in the other video, the Essence is more stable than the -2-1 would indicate, which is good. I like that. The only thing I haven't tried is throwing it on an anhyzer, but as we saw with the wind shots when we threw it to the headwind at the beginning, some of them can turn and burn. So servo this time. Wow. Wow. And that one's got a strong hyzer finish. Wow. That one finished the farthest left. It was kind of hard to see, but I got higher on it. That thing just pushed even past the Essence. So we're gonna have to decide. It looked like the Passion went straight at it, but it was low, so that's my fault. So I wonder if I'd have given it more height, how far would it have finished to the left, like the other two did, which I was able to correct for. So we'll see where those landed. We'll get our final thoughts. Oh, all right, Fierce. Again, we're about 40, 45 feet out. See if we can put it again. It's turning into a pretty good putter. Woo, wind grabbed that one. Let's see the servo. All right, and the servo. Oh, wind. That was not my fault. All right, we'll pick those up and we'll give our final thoughts.
Sure.
All right, so that will finish up our fairway challenge. This is a tough choice, to be honest with you. The Passion, I think, was the straightest of them all. But I don't know, but this was it flew really well. I thought it would be more understable based on the couple times I threw it, but we threw it into some headwinds on some tight lines, and this thing flew really, really straight. Servo, fantastic disc. It pops up the hyzer and doesn't really drift much. If you let it go flat, it has a little bit of drift, it comes back. And then the Essence. Man, I really like the Essence. This is sneakily more stable than the 8.6 -2.1 that it says. And I'm kind of digging that. I like the hand feel. I love the servo because I just love Proton plastic. But I think for now, I'm gonna go with the Essence. Just because I like the hand feel, the plastic feels great. And it was, when I threw it on hyzer, it kind of held the hyzer. When I threw it flat, it held flat. And I had one really bad yank over, so but I think for now, I'm gonna go ahead and bag the Essence. I really like this disc. It's more stable than it says, and it's got tons and tons of glide. So for now, I'm gonna go with the Essence, but you definitely cannot go wrong with these two discs. I thought they were fantastic. So Essence is gonna win out for now. That may change later because you know how I am. I move back and forth. I think the only disc I was really disappointed in was the Brave. 7.6 -1.2 is like the perfect numbers that I'm looking for a hyzer flip, but it just was really understable for me. I know I throw hard, but in the wind, everything, it flipped over on me. Into the tailwind, I think it was mostly my form, but it still flipped over. So I'm gonna play with that some more, but for now, we're gonna go with the Essence, and we're just gonna see how it goes from there. But thank you so much for coming along in this video. I had a lot of fun playing with all these different discs. I've been trying to settle this slot in my bag. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Which disc would you have picked? What did I do wrong? Because I know for a fact I did something wrong. And as of right now, we are only one person away from hitting our first 100 subscribers. We're sitting at 99. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you click the subscribe button below, and we'd love to hear from you. And we'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to check out Disc Fam online, link in the description, and 10% off with Beer 2024. See you later.